All right. Recording in progress. Why didn't it tell me recording in progress? Okay, hello? Okay, hello? All right. All right, so we're good to go. Yeah, I can see all of you. Our class rep is here. Hello, please, can you say something? Everybody, can you say something?
Hi.
Good.
Hi.
Yeah, I can see everybody now. So without further ado, we're going to start. And as you all know, I don't like to waste time. So let us see how to go back and watch the videos that we missed. So last week we've been dealing with different text functions, which are very important because you'll be dealing with data cleaning, and then all the text functions from the upper, lower, proper, len, and all of that. All these functions were dealt with the last time. And then without further ado, today we're going to be oh, hello. Guys, sorry, my network is really giving me a hell of a time today. But it's all good.
Okay.
Okay, now, so the next thing we're going to be dealing with is text to column. Are we good? Text to column. Okay, are we ready now? Please unmute yourself so that I know that you're with me.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
All right,
I'm
now,
ready.
so we're talking about text to column. For instance, now we have data, Mr. James Berger, for instance. We want to break down that Mr. James Berger, this name, this data here, to their respective. I want to just break them down word by word. All right. So I want to that's where we deal with text to column. Mr. James Berger. Understand? Like here we can see we have title, first name, last name. This is the breakdown of this name. Now, what we are trying to do is what we call text to column. How do we achieve that? Now follow me. Now, what we do first is that we go to data here. We go to data, under data, we go to text to column. All right. Now I've moved to text to column and the wizard is off for us. Next thing, what do we do? Looking at it, you can see Mr. James Berger here. We move to the next. I move to the next. And then, sorry. All right, let's go again. Text to column. I make sure that my delimited is up for us. Hope we're following. Hope we're following. Delimited is up. We select that one.
Yes.
Now where we have choose
Yes.
that describe your data, we select delimited. Okay. And now we move to the
Yeah.
next. And now the next thing, looking at this Mr. James Berger now, what are the things that I use to separate the text here? Now we see that in our case here, there are some small spaces that I used to separate it. Now looking at here, we have the delimiters here include tab, semicolon, comma, space, and other. Now from our text here, Mr. James Berger, what we use to separate them is what? Space. That's why when I select space, Mr. James Berger is broken down for us, Mr. James Berger. And then I can now move to the next one. Now, the next thing is I select where do I want to start my separation from. So I'll come here. I select this one. Make sure I erase the first one. Then I finish. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything that it says so that we can start all over again, so that we can see what we're doing in earnest. Okay, I'm starting all over again so that we can get it. What we are trying to achieve here is what we call text to column. We are trying to see how to break down the text in this particular column here to their different I want to break it down to title, first name, and last name. Now this text
Yeah,
is
that
already in one. Now we have Mr. James and Beggar. We want to break down this Mr. James and Beggar to Mr. himself, James, and then Beggar. What are we going to do? First of all, we select the data here. That's the text we're dealing with. Then we move to our data tab, as we can see here. Then we move to text to column. From the text to column, there are two options we have here. Choose the filter that best describes the data. We have two options. We select the first one, delimited. Now, having selected delimited, now we move to the next one now. Now, listen to what I was trying to say. There is something that is used to separate this text. And what we have there is what? They are spaces. There is a small space that separates Mr. from James and James from Beggar. That's why under delimiter, we can now come here and select what? Space. Having selected space here, you can now see that we have Mr. James Beggar now separated for us. The next thing we're going to do is to say select next. From next now, the next thing they're going to ask us is the destination. Where do you want to start splitting the text into column? Okay, so we come here to where we have destination and select it here. And then I come to my title because this is where I want to start my breakdown. I select it. All right. Having selected this one here, I close it. And then I now finish. And voila, Mr. James Beggar is separated for us. Hello, everybody. Did you hear? Did you understand what we just did?
yes, but
I'm going
the
to go
last
right
step
again.
it was not clear to me.
Okay. Now let me do it for the next one. Now check. For Usman, the objective of what we are trying to do is this. We want to break down this text. We want to break down this text respectively. We want to split them into different columns now. Now, the whole of this text is in one. All right. Now we have Mr. Paul Usman. We want to break down this Mr. Paul Usman into what? Title, first name, and last name. Okay. We want to break down this Paul Usman the way it is now. It is in only one text. We want to split it into different columns so that we have Mr. standing on its own, we have Paul standing on its own, and we have Usman standing on its own. Now, what we're going to achieve is what we call text to column. How do we achieve this? We first of all move this from the home tab. We now move to the data tab. From data tab, what do? We move to text to column and select it. Having selected text to column now, we now have two options, two file type options. We have delimited and we have the fixed width. So what are we going to select is this one, delimited. Having selected that, we now move to the next one. We move next. And now, Mr. Paul Usman is now broken down. Why? Because there is something that is used to separate this Paul Usman, Mr. Paul Usman here. What's that? There is a space. Between Mr. Paul and Usman, there are some spaces right between them. Now we have Mr. Paul and Usman. The delimiter there is what? The space. That's why under the limiters, we come here to select what? Space. I select my space here. That said, I now move to the next one. And now the next question is destination. Where do we want to start splitting this my text into the respective column? I come down here. And now I come to select this place because that's where I want to start my splitting from. Having selected here, I now come and I close this. This is the particular cell with the destination cell where we start our splitting of the cells. With that, we can now say finish. And wow, Mr. Paul Usman is being separated for us. Is it still confusing? Hello?
Done.
Hello?
It's confusing.
It's still
Got it.
confusing.
No, it's
I
not.
got it.
It's not confusing.
Yeah.
All right, Ola,
makes
let's
sense.
go again. Ola, this time around, you're going to tell me what to do. You're going to tell me what to do. Ola, are we good? Now,
Yes.
let us
We are good
see
to
how
go.
to separate this one. Great. How do we do that?
Okay.
Oh yeah, tell me what to do. Where do I go?
Left to left, Great Vista.
Yes.
Select yes. Then
Okay.
go to data. Go
Data
to
is up
the
here.
there. From there you go to text to column.
Text to column. Okay.
Then under there we have delimited and fixed well.
Okay. So which one do I select?
Just select delimited.
Okay.
After
Then,
that, go to next
okay.
it.
Okay.
Then you can see delimiters. Under that, you pick
Okay.
space.
Okay. You know why we are choosing
After
space?
that, you go to the
Do you know why we are
Is there?
choosing space?
Because the space
Okay, because we
will
are
be
using
the
okay, good.
yes, will be the bar to separate them, like the point
Okay.
to fit the word into the columns.
Okay.
Then
Okay. The next thing, what do we
again,
do?
then you see the destination, and
Okay.
you click on the icon at the front of the destination.
Okay.
After that, go under, is it you are starting from title or first name or last name? If it is title, just select title there,
Okay.
and after that, go back to the icon, press it, then finish.
Okay.
You see finish under it, finish it, then it is
Okay,
done.
good. That is all right? That should be very simple, right?
Yes, it is.
Eh?
I think they can do it. Yes, it's simple.
Okay. Adura, is there any issue?
No issue. But I just want to ask,
Okay.
can we? Okay, we picked it column by column, like line by line.
Yeah.
Is it
Hello?
all lines together and at once?
Is it what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can we pick the whole rows and do it at once, or we need to do it? It's possible.
Can we pick the
I
whole
want to be
row?
sure- I want to be sure we can do the whole rows at once.
Okay, to do all of them at once.
Yes.
Eh,
Okay, no, let's not deal with them one after the other first. Because there are
Okay.
other examples. I'm just showing you different. I'm showing you the one we are using speech for. So the next
Okay.
one is that I'm going to show you the one we're going to use different limiters first. Let's deal with that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we go again with Miss Felicia Bassi. All right. Now, Gideon, tell me what to do now. Tell us what to do.
You go to data,
Okay.
then you go to text to column,
Text to column.
then you see the delimiters, then you go to delimited.
Okay.
After that, you go to next.
Okay.
You see the delimiters there because of the data is on spaces, then you select space,
Okay.
then you next.
Okay.
Then after next, the delimiters, you select, you close it.
Destination.
No, you don't close. You select where you want
Where you want
the
to-
destination.
the destination,
And this is
then the first part of the title.
okay. And I
After
close this
that,
one.
then you finish.
Okay, then I finish. Good. Now look at the next one. Look at the next one. It's very important that we learn this stuff. For this particular one, there is something that is used to separate. The delimiters here are one. We have space. We have this space, and we also have this stroke here. There are two delimiters in one here, the space and the stroke. Are we getting it? So now how do we deal with
Yeah.
something like this? We go again. Text to column straight up. Delimited. Next. Now, since we have space already, we've selected space, and we also have order. I'm going to come to this order now. The order that we have is this stroke. So I'm going to put in my stroke here. All right. Now we are having two. We have the space and the order. Forget about the tab. We don't have tab here. So space and the order. Now immediately I selected space. We have space automatically, and we also have what? The order. The order here is this stroke. So now automatically I've selected order and I've selected space. Then I now say next. Normally now, I now come here, destination, and I select here. I close this one and I finish. It's also broken down for us. The reason here is because we have two delimiters here in one particular text. Since we have two delimiters here, which are the space and then the stroke. So wherever you have two delimiters here like that, you can select the respective delimiter that make up that text. In our case, we have the space and also the stroke. So the stroke is under order. If there is no space, there is no option for stroke there on the limiter. That's why we go to order, then we select, then we put in that other kind of delimiter so that we can now move on with that. The next one, the last one now, let's go again. And we go again to text to column. And let me see how well we understand it, the limiter. Now what is going to be, what is the limiter that separates Chief Musa Jumbo? What is the limiter that separates Chief Musa Jumbo? Can somebody tell me?
Hyphen. It's hyphen. There's no
Hyphen.
space.
All right, so what do we do now? I'm going to deselect space here,
You
but we don't have space.
yes, then
Under order here, I'm going to put a
Put
hyphen
hyphen.
here.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Eh,
All right, now we move to the next one. All right, and then we come to our
yes.
destination normally. We select it from here, and then
Sorry.
we close it, and then we finish. That's very straightforward, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, now, please give me 1 minute. Let me. Hope you're doing what we are doing here. Hope you are trying to do it on your own system too. Hello? Hello? Please give me 1 minute, I'm coming.